So we're learning with Siyata Deshmaya. Today's daf is Yudalad Amud Beis. We're on the bottom of Yudalad Amud Aleph, learning Leili Nishmas, the 37 Chayalim, the Siyata Deshmaya, to give the chizuk to all the Talmidim and ourselves, and Refuah Shlema to all those that need it. So the Mishnah had said, Eilu Hein Bein HaPrakim, about when you could be mafsik. So Amar Avo, Amar Rav Yochanan Halachik Rabbi Yehuda, that says, Bein Elokechem Lemes V'yatziv Lo Yafsik. Gemara wants to know, Amar Avo, Amar Rav Yochanan, my time of the Rabbi Yehuda, what's the reason why you can't be mafsek between Elokechem and Emes? Techsiv, because it says in Yirmiyahu chapter 10, Hashem Elokechem Emes, and therefore we can't separate them. The Gemara then says, Chosev Omer Emes, Oeina Chosev Omer Emes. So Amar Avo, Amar Rav Yochanan, Chosev Omer Emes. So it's a machlokas rishonim, is it chazan, is it every single person? So this is a lot of times the differences between Ashkenazic shuls and Sephardi shuls, whether you say Hashem Elokechem Emes, even Belachash, and also as the Shliach Tzibor again, or not, based on, I sent it on the chat, based on the limbs, the amount of limbs, right, 245 plus 3. And if you're daven b'yechidus, the Ramah, we say Hashem Elokechem, we say Kel Melech Ne'eman. So the Gemara continues, Rabba Amar Ino Chosev Omer Emes. Hahu denachis Kamei de Rabba, came in front of Rabba, Shamei Rabba de Amar. Emes Rabba heard, he said Emes 2 different times. Amar Rabba, call Emes ve'emes taf selahai. There's Emes that grabbed him. Not clear, good or bad thing what Rabba is saying. The Gemara continued. Amar Yosef Kama Maya Shmaisa. How great is the following teaching? The Chias Rav Shmuel Bar Yehuda Amar Amiv Marav. They said in Eretz Yisrael Arvis. They didn't say the whole third paragraph. Nighttime tzitzis is only during the daytime. So they didn't say the whole paragraph. They said Dabra B'nei Shav Martalihem Ani Hashem Elokechem Emes. What's so great about that? If Amar Rav Kana Amar Rav didn't Amar Rav say Lo Yaschel, don't start Vim Hischel. But if you did start Gomer, V'chitemis, you want to tell me just saying V'amar Talihem is not an Aschal. Of Amar Rav Shmuel Bar Yitzchak Amar Rav Dabra B'nei Yisrael is not considered Aschal, but V'amar Talihem is a Aschal. So Amar Rav Papa Ksav Merava in Eretz Yisrael, they thought V'amar Talihem Nami Love Aschal. V'amar is also not Aschal. Adam Rav Asulahem Tzitzis. It's just an introduction to you say Vasulahem Tzitzis. Amar Rabbi Hilkach. Therefore, Anan Aschulim Aschalinan, we do start the Kamaschli B'marava. V'keven da Aschalina Migmar Nami Gamrin, and we finished. Amar Rav Kana Amar Rav Lo Yaschal. You shouldn't start by V'im Hischal Gomer. Chia Bar Rabba Amar. Chia Bar Rav Amar Ani Hashem Elokechem. If you say Ani Hashem Elokechem, you have to say Emes. Lo Amar Ani Hashem Elokechem, you don't have to say Emes. V'abba, you have to mention Yitzias Mitzrayim. Tamar Hachi, they said a different ending. Modi Manach Loch Hashem Elokeinu. Shotesanu Me'ez Hashem V'tisanu V'yisavon V'yisislanu Nisim V'gvuros Halayam V'sharnu Lacha. The Gemara continued. We saw the Mishnah that said Amar Shub Makarcha Lama Kodma Parsha Shema to Vayim Shemoah. So we said that's Kabbalat of Machut Shemayim and then all mitzvahs. The Bright has a different reason. Tanya, Rav Shimon ben Yochai Omer Bedinhu Shiaktim Shema Levim Shemoah. Which I was thinking when I learned this, it's very interesting. It's connected to the Gemara and Kiddushin and Baba Kama about the hierarchy of learning and teaching and Lamaisa. So at least that initially what Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai says, that Shema should be before Vayim Shemoah, because it says Zel Lomod V'Zel Lamid, that Shema is learning and Vayim Shemoah is the teaching. Vayim Shemoah Vayomer goes first because this is learning. V'Zel Asos. So Atu Shema, so the Gemara rejects it. So Shema is only Lilmod, Ispe, but Lalamid Velasos Laspe, it has teaching, doesn't have teaching in Maisa. Foxes, it says Vishinamtem, Mukshartem, Muksaftem, teaching, Maisa, Tfilin, Mezuzos, Vesum, furthermore, Vayim Shemoah, Lalamidu de Ispe. It has only teaching, but Velasos Laspe doesn't have action. Foxes, Mukshartem, Muksaftem. El Hachi Kamar Badinhu, that you should put Shema B'Vayim Shemoah, because Shema has quantitatively has both Limud Lalamid Velasos, has learning, teaching, and doing. Vayim Shemoah, the Vayomer Shezeh Yeshba, it's got 2 Lalamid Velasos. The Vayomer only has Lasos. Again, within our what I talked about before, it sounds like Lasos is the third on the hierarchy. Different sugi, as we said. As the Gemara V'Tepik later of Shov ben Karcha. Why do we have this whole idea of what Rav Shimon ben Yochai says about quantity? We have what Rabbi Shua ben Karcha said in the Mishnah about first Kabbalah of Machut Shemayim and then mitzvah. So the Gemara says Chad V'od Kamar. Chad, number one, Kadesh Kabbalah of Machut Shemayim Tchila. V'achar Kach Kabbalah of mitzvahs. V'od, and furthermore, because of what we talked about, Mishum Dahani Behu Hani Mili Achrini, quantity. The Gemara says Rav Mashi Yodeh V'Kor Kriyat Shema. Rav washed his hands with Kriyat Shema V'anach Tefillin. He put on Tefillin V'tzali. right? And then he davened Shemona Esrei. It sounds like, again, putting smichas gula tefillah, that tefillin is not an issue. Tosfos talks about that. The Gemara says, how did he do this? V'atanya, there was kufar kuch when they were digging for the inside of the me'ara, the cave for the mace. You're part osik mitzvah, part of a kriyashma, minat tefillin comes to Torah. He gives man kriyashma, kim kriyashma, olav v'notel yadav. You gotta go wash your hands. U'manech tefillin, kari kriyashma b'spal. So first of all, the Gemara says, contradiction. I'll go for kasha. Reisha, you said you're potter. Seifa now says you're chayiv. The Gemara says lo kasha. Seifa when you're chayiv is when you have two people. So if somebody else, you can wait. They're continuing to do it, and you can do it. Reisha b'chad, but mikom kasha l'Rav. There's still a question on Rav. So the Gemara says that Rav is Rabbi Shua ben Karcha Sfir Leidamar first all Machut Shemaim Tchila v'achar all mitzvos. Ema Rabbi Shua ben Karcha. 1 second. When did Rabbi Shua ben Karcha say that you do Kabbalat al Machut Shemaim and then mitzvos? That's lahaktim kriya l'kriya, right? But he didn't say that you first do kriya Shema and then the ma'asim, but kriya l'asiya mishamasli. Furthermore, so how does Rav really hold like Rabbi Shua ben Karcha? Misava like Rabbi Shua ben Karcha. V'amar v'chia barashi. I was in front of Rav umaktim. He washed his hands. Umevarech. Umasal and Pirkin, and then he gave a shir. Umanach tefillin v'hadakar kriyat shema. Maybe you want to tell me v'chitem b'delo matas ma kriyat shema wasn't ma kriyat shema, and that's why he taught first. What's the chiddush of Rav Chia bar Rav Ashi? So the Gemara, what's the edus of Rav Chia bar Ashi? The Gemara says no, there is a chiddush. Lafuki man d'amar le Mishnah. We had said on Daf Yud Aleph, the Amud Beis, that maybe there's a type of birchas haTorah you don't need to make on Mishnah and tzarich levarach. Kamashmon daf the Mishnah and tzarich levarach. Come kasha l'Rav. Gemara says, Shlucha hu de avis. Hold on 1 second. So, just this last part. So the question was, how did Rav do Kriyat Shema before Tefillin? Right? That was our question. And because we see that tefillin is supposed to be before Kriyat Shema, and then we had said that Rav argued on that, right? That maybe he went like Rabbi Shua ben Karcha, right? That says first you do Shema and then you do all mitzvos, and therefore you put on tefillin and then Kriyat Shema. But the Gemara says, what are you talking about? When did Rabbi Shua ben Karcha say that's when you have two kriyas before you do the kriya of Shema and then before the kriya of all mitzvos? But when you're chayiv in mitzvos of kriya v'asiyah, right? He never said to first do the kriya of Shema before the asiyah of mitzvah tefillin. So how did he put on tefillin first? And we said, does he actually Rav really hold like Rav Shua ben Karcha? We said he doesn't. So the last thing we had said is the chiddush of Rav Chia bar Rav Ashi, just to go over it. And the last thing we had said, the Gemara says that Rav would put on tefillin before Kriyat Shema, and only this time shluchasahu da'avis, that it was late. They brought the tefillin until he was worried about being over his man Kriyat Shema, and therefore first time he read Kriyat Shema, and only then he put on tefillin. Right? This is the exception to the rule. Okay, good Shabbos, good Shabbos.